guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm Gracie, and today I'm going to be doing a little story time on Phoenix, my hamster. He was one of my very first videos getting him. He was he was one of my very first actual animals, you know. So we're gonna be doing a story time on him. So let's just get into it. So Phoenix was my almost very first pet. I've had a few other dogs before him, but he was my very first pet that I was in love with. Like one of them, like my very first pet that was in love with him. He was my baby. He was my child. I acted like he was like my baby, you know. But yesterday I was going to go clean his cage, and I thought he was just sleeping because he has this glass dish that he'll sleep in. It's like yay big, but he was in that, and I was trying to wake him up. He was moving, but he wasn't jumping up like he normally would be. So I took his little like, you know, like the paper towel rolls. He likes to chew on. He liked to chew on those. So I took one of those, and I kind of like poked him with it. Not like poked him, but like rubbed him with it, because he always bites me when he's like in the middle of sleeping and I wake him up. He always bites me. So I didn't want him to bite me. So I just kind of like tapping him a little bit and then rubbing him. And then he wasn't getting up, so I just grabbed the whole dish and took it out. And then I started petting him, because at that point I didn't really think that he was gonna bite me. And that's when I kind of realized that he wasn't waking up and that he wasn't moving. And that kind of just gave me a mini panic attack, because I didn't think that he was that old, because I fed him normally. I'm pretty sure I fed him on a daily basis. Like, he had water. He had some water in his dish, and he had some food in it, his dish too. Yeah, so I don't think I did anything to hurt him or anything, but I'm pretty sure he just passed away from old age. But at that point when he wasn't moving, I knew like something was up, and I kind of had like a little mini panic attack. So I was on the phone with my friend Brooklyn. That's like always on my videos. She was in my last video, and I was just on the phone with her, and she saw me starting to have a panic attack. And if you don't know me, I have asthma, so it's really bad for me to have panic attacks. But he wasn't moving, so I started crying. And I was gonna try to wake him up. I tried to wake him up for like a good 10 minutes, and Brooklyn was like, "You need to go tell your parents. Like, you need to." And then, like, he wasn't waking up. I tried to I took a little piece of his food, and I tried to like put it in his mouth to maybe wake him up more or something. Or try to like bribe him to wake up, because I didn't know if he was still sleeping or if he was actually like gone. So I just tried to give him food to wake him up if he was sleeping, but he still wasn't waking up. So my friend Brooklyn was like, "Gracie, you just gotta go show your parents." And I was like, "I don't want to," but I did it anyway. And I took it in there, and yeah, I showed my aunt, and she said that she thinks that he's gone. And she told me that if I wanted to, I could keep him in my hands while he has his last few moments. And that was really hard for me to understand, that he was leaving. But he's in a better place now, so yeah. But I just held him in my hands like this, and I was just rubbing him. His eyes were still open, but my grandma, I asked her why his eyes were still open. Like, is he still alive? Is he gone? She was like, they normally die with their eyes open, but the next day they'll probably be closed. And remind you, this is like late at night. It's like 10 o'clock when this happens. So my mom and everyone else is in bed except for me, my aunt, and my grandma. So my mom was asleep, my grandpa was asleep, like everyone else was asleep. But I was just rubbing him. And I asked my grandma why his eyes were still open, and she said they normally pass away like that. But excuse me, she said that, at least, she said that, I should be kind of, like, she didn't, I don't know if this is going to sound really weird, but she said that, almost that I should be glad that his eyes are open, or I should be comforted that his eyes are open, because I would be the last thing that he saw. So his mom, or me, would be the last thing that he saw, and that would kind of comfort me a little bit. So, yeah, I just held him there, and I just petted him until he went. And then, when he was almost gone, I took him down there to my mom to wake her up and show her. And I was sobbing, like mascara was running down my face and everything. I looked so bad. But, yeah, so I was just telling her, and I was sobbing all the way down there. I tried not to wake my grandpa up, but, yeah. And she was like, tomorrow, well, we'll check on him, and if he's gone, then we'll figure out something to do with him. And, the next morning, I put him back in his cage, and then I went to bed, praying that he would wake up, and he'd be okay. But he didn't wake up, and the next morning, a little bit after, like this today, because this happened last night, but today we woke up, and he was cold, and he was just frozen. Like, we couldn't move him or anything. Last night I could move him, but I couldn't move him. Like, he was just like this. Like, his hands were like this, he was like this, his arms were like this, his legs were all curled up, and he was laying on his side on the ground. And we found a little box. Really quickly, this might sound kind of weird, but we buried a lot of our pets in our backyard, because our backyard is huge. And when we bury it, this is gonna sound really bad, but like, we have birds in our backyard, we have a bunny, we have like gerbils and stuff. People call our backyard a pet cemetery. But, yeah, so we found a little box that we put him in, and we, like, wrapped him in toilet paper so he didn't get cold or anything. But yeah, and then we made a hole for him, and we put him, and he buried him. That sounds so terrible, but, I feel like everything that happens to me makes me a bit stronger. So if you've lost a pet or anything, just keep going, and everything will be okay. So, yeah, you just gotta keep going. I understand that it hurts when they go. Like, I'm about to tear up over here, because, yeah, but, you can't always let them, like, bring you down. Like, it's okay to cry, and it's okay to miss them, because I still miss him now. But you just gotta remember that they're in a better place, and they're up in heaven having fun with all their relatives. So that kind of helped me get over it a little bit more. But today I am going to be getting a new pet. It is going to take a lot of willpower to just move on like that. But, like, to move on from a pet that I've had for so long, and he passed away, for me to go to a brand new pet that I don't even know. Like, that's going to be so hard for me to do. But you just got to remember, it's going to be so hard for us to do, but you just got to remember that things happen for a reason, and you'll be okay. So, yeah, I feel a lot better now, and, like, letting you guys know about it, I feel a lot better talking about it than I did last night. But, yeah, so I'm gonna miss him a lot, but my next video will probably be meeting, my new hamster or gerbil. I don't know what animal I'm gonna get, probably either a hamster or a gerbil. I want to get a bunny so bad, but I probably won't get a bunny today, because they're so big and I can't handle that. But yeah, my next video will be introducing my new pet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of my news videos. I love you guys so much. Pray for my little baby up in heaven, and yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.